to recognize this incredible growth that Nativity Food Bank has experienced over the past few years, and the volunteers who have made this possible. Today we will hear stories from the men and the women on the front lines of the battle against hunger in our community. We will hear about what they do and hear about why they do what they do. Hopefully their stories will inspire you and also affirm you. You are the champions of this mission who give of yourselves so that children and elderly and others who are struggling financially do not go to bed hungry in our community. First in our lineup is Bishop Gregory Parks.
So again, good morning. It is very, very good to be with you this morning. This is, even though I come out to the mission quite often, this is the first opportunity I've had to actually visit the food bank. And boy, I'll tell you, first impressions, it's amazing. So I look forward to hearing more about it this morning and of course getting to see the actual facility. It's really remarkable what can happen when community partners come together to try to solve or to tackle a need. And I'm very proud that the Catholic Church in our diocese and the parishes are stepping forward to try to address that need. In 2018, we introduced our pastoral plan called Courageously Living the Gospel. Had many, many different goals which we've achieved. One of the goals that I set forth was for each deanery, for the parishes within each deanery. Deanery is a geographic grouping of parishes, that they would work together to try to address or to solve some community need within their deanery. The parishes here in this deanery partnered together to make this happen. Of course, Nativity is the lead parish on it. But it's been a joint effort. And again, it's something I'm very proud of, that our parishes were able to work together to make this a reality here today. And during this Jubilee Year of Hope, I've challenged our diocese, all the faithful, the parishes, the schools, the ministries, to engage in 1 million acts of mercy. 1 million corporal or spiritual acts of mercy, and we're actually tracking that on our diocesan website, so you can keep up with it. If you go to dosp.org, you can see where we're at. We're kind of just getting started. We do a lot of good work, and most times people don't want recognition for it. That's not why they do it. But for us, it's a way of trying to keep track of the challenge. So you can go on there and record your acts of mercy without giving your name or anything. You can be anonymous. So don't feel like you're doing it because you're going to be recognized or whatnot. It can be anonymous. So I spoke with the principal this morning from Nativity Catholic School. Where is she? There she is in the back. She was telling me very proudly that they're actively engaged in the 1 Million Acts of Mercy Challenge, and that they're coming up with a plan or have a plan to be able to record that on the diocesan website. So I thank you for that. The thing is, these acts of mercy are meant to give hope to those who are in need of hope, to give hope that there are people in the community who care. And again, as I prayed in the opening prayer, to be the hands and the feet of Jesus Christ in our world today. So certainly this stands as a witness to hope in this community and beyond. Again, I'm grateful to all of our community partners that make this possible. It's amazing what we can do when we work together as a community. Again, we like to say as a church that we don't help people because they're Catholic, but because we are. And that's part of our mission of living the gospel, courageously living the gospel in our world today. Special way, I want to thank the volunteers here. Thank you for all that you do. Julie was telling me we have about 50 volunteers here at the food bank. You guys are heroes. Thank you for all your support. Thank you. So again, know as your bishop that I'm very proud of what we're doing here. Ask my blessing upon it, and be assured of my love and my prayers. May God bless you.
Now I would like to introduce Julie Ebert. She's a longtime parishioner of Nativity Catholic Church who serves as the volunteer director of the Nativity Food Bank. They distribute food to 80 pantries and nonprofits or ministries in our area. She also oversees the Nativity Food Pantry that distributes food every Thursday from the church social hall. She volunteers 5 days a week, 7 hours a day, for this labor of love. Let's welcome Julie.
On February 19th, 1983, Sister Constance Arsenal and a handful of volunteers held our first pantry at the Nativity Church grounds, feeding 19 families in Brandon and Valrico area. Since then, we have outgrown that small shack on the Nativity campus to this wonderful 11,100 square foot warehouse. Before the sun rises, about 5:30 a.m., we come out and get the job done, helping over 80 pantries and ministries, plus the Thursday Nativity Food Pantry. We get the food to those needed recipients. Every year we have achieved our goals. In 2024, we distributed 3,170,728 pounds of food. That equates to over 2 million meals, and we continue to grow. I don't see a finish line in sight. It started out with counting by the hundreds, and now we're counting by the millions. The best part of this story is the players. The wonderful volunteers that come here Monday through Fridays to help feed the food insecure. At a glance, when you take a closer look, you will be amazed at seeing all these hardworking men and women are all over or close to the age of 65, getting the job done. Our food manager, Chris Bartonello, who is employed by the Nativity Church, sometimes has a hard time keeping up with these marvelous seniors who show that age is just a number. Look around this morning, and if you see a smiling, joyful, gray or white-haired man or woman, it is one of our volunteers. I asked them to make sure they showed up to celebrate, and I knew they wouldn't disappoint, and they didn't. We will take any age volunteer for as many hours as you can. Teenagers 16 and older are always welcome. We get our food from great sources: Publix, Walmart, Wawa, Sprouts, Sam's, Costco, Dollar General, Feeding Tampa Bay, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Nativity Parishioners, Catholic Charities, and the Brandon Elks, just to mention a few. For operating costs and paying off our $500,000 mortgage, we rely on the generosity of Nativity Parishioners, grants, and other donations. If you would like to volunteer, or if you would like to make a donation, or if you'd like to pay off our mortgage, visit our website at Nativity Food Bank, or give us a call at 813-707-1523. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce Aurea Rodriguez, another longtime parishioner of Nativity Catholic Church. She's been a volunteer with Hispanic ministry for 17 years, and she brings food to local farm workers in the area. Let's welcome Aurea.
I'm one of the volunteers of the Migrant Outreach Group from Nativity Catholic Church in Brandon, Florida. We have been coming here to the Nativity Outreach and Food Bank every week for the last 17 years. We fill grocery bags and boxes of food, small households and personal hygiene items from the donation received at the warehouse. On average, we collect and deliver these items to 30 to 35 farm workers' families per week in the Barrico and Dover area. Also, during the whole year, we collect summer, winter clothing and sneakers, linens and light jackets, diapers and wipes, baby items, school supplies, and toys and gift cards for 225 kids and teens 0 to 9 years old to be delivered the Saturday before Christmas. But the sad reality is that for every family we can provide a box of food, there are probably 5 or more in need in the area. So many times, as soon as I leave a box of food, someone sneaks out and starts to eat right from the box. We need more donations, resources, drivers, volunteers to be able to reach more people. Why? For me, it's simple. My way to thank God for all the blessings I receive every day, to show Him how grateful I am, to keep me grounded. The most important thing is to bring smile to the kids, to be of some comfort, to be a shoulder to cry, to give them information about local services and referrals, and to let them know that someone cares and that they are not alone, especially in these uncertain times. Any of you that want to come and see for yourself, please do. It's better for you to experience what we are blessed to do every week. I need to thank to all the volunteers, Aida, Justo, Rafael, Maria, Alberto, Ana, Juan, Iliana, Cristino, Rosana, Angel, and all for all the support through all these years. If you need more information about this migrant and rich group, please feel free to contact Julie or me. We will be happy to give you more information. Thank you and bless you.
Now we would like to welcome Deacon Ed Anctil from Mary Help of Christians, Mary Help of Christians, also in Brandon.
Thank you for the opportunity to share how the mission of Nativity Food Bank assists Mary Help of Christians Parish outreach. We are one of the 5 smallest parishes in our diocese, and yet we are able to do our part in assisting our brothers and sisters living in Tampa through the contributions of this food bank and the parishioners of Mary Help of Christians. On the 3rd Saturday of each month, members of the parish load everything from food, toiletries, diapers, and clothing into their vehicles, and we caravan to a vacant lot on Bush Boulevard in 22nd Street. The various items that we pick up at Nativity Food Banks helps us to serve 3 different groups of people: the true homeless, those living in the low-budget hotels in this area where their only means of cooking is a microwave oven, and lastly, those who are living in homes who have the ability to cook and the transportation to get to us, but like many other families, they are struggling. We provide each family with an essential bag of food, and then the other variety of food items taken from here each week allows us to set up tables so that each person can take food items they will be able to use for themselves or for their families. We not only receive food, but we also receive from here miscellaneous toiletry items, toilet paper, diapers, and baby items, which allows us to add additional service to the young families with small children who come to us. We are currently serving approximately 75 people. They arrive in the early hour of the morning and are lined up in the vacant lot before we arrive at 8:30. Lastly, through our parish liaison, Carolyn Espinoza, she transports baby food, diapers, wipes, and other baby items that are supplied again by this food bank to the Life Choices Family Medical Center in Lutz, Florida, which in turn helps their families in need and assists them in their ministry. Our parish of Mary Help of Christians gives thanks to Nativity Food Bank for their ministry and their aid in assisting us in our ministry at Mary Help. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have one more speaker, Father Mike Smith, pastor of Nativity Catholic Church, who is passionate about the church's mission to love thy neighbor, especially neighbors in need. Father Mike.
Well, thank you all for being here today. I'm very privileged to be the pastor at Nativity. It's also very humbling to know that when we distribute food on Thursdays, we feed about 160 to 200 families every week. And yet we're just one part of the equation of the work that goes on here at the food bank. And certainly as all the food comes in, is sorted and then distributed to the various organizations, we're very privileged to have the work of the volunteers, the generosity of the donors, the support of our bishop and the diocese to do the work that we do. So thank you all for your support of our food bank. And we are so grateful for your generosity and for your love for this project. Thank you.